just took over this 10-unit building in Southwest Roanoke. Sweating. I don't have anybody here to help me with this morning, but good. All right, so we're gassing up. Shout out Sheets to head back over to 201 Mountain Ave today. If you guys have been following along, I'll give you a quick recap. That's the 10-unit value-add multifamily property we bought over in Roanoke. It was about 50% vacant, a lot of deferred maintenance, a lot of renovations that are going to be needed, definitely some professional property management and operation stuff that we have to upgrade. But we're going out today, just kind of where this project is going to get sideways in phase one, or we're going to keep things rolling along. So materials should be on site. We've got our demo completed, and we're ready to start putting things back to get ready for new leasing and things along those lines. So we're going to get out there. We're going to lay everything out for the contractor so we can try and stay on track. We had a little bit of delay with the material order, but if we can get things laid out, get the process going, I think we can stay on track for this phase one build out. So let's go check it out. So finally got our order in. This got delayed by like a week and a half for whatever reason, but this is kind of critical piece of time to try and keep things on track for phase one of the project. What we're going to do today, we went ahead and bought all 3 units worth of materials. You can see we got countertops here, we've got vanities for each bathroom, we've got flooring for the kitchens and baths, got our faucets, microwaves, vanity lights. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to bore you guys with this, but I'm going to go through this list and make sure that everything's here. And then we're actually going to take this upstairs, stage it in each apartment, which is our phase one of the project. That way, when the contractors come in, they've got each thing that they need in each place. Super critical to kind of keep things moving, keep things running on time. And, we'll get phase one done and rent it as soon as possible. Looks like everything's here, but we'll start kind of taking this apart, moving them to each unit one by one, and then we'll stage them for the contractors and allow them to kind of come in, know where everything goes. They can hit the ground running. They're not the ones having to kind of sort through all this stuff when they don't exactly know what goes where. So that's where we're at now. We're gonna start moving some of this stuff upstairs, and I will show you kind of what materials we picked for each unit, why we pick those, kind of have a template that we go by when we do those things. So, all right, whew. Sweating. I don't have anybody here to help me with this morning, but yeah, so we got all our stuff moved up here, kind of staged somewhat. I like to at least put our materials in each room. But I want to talk about some of the choices that we make. We actually have a template that we use almost for every turn. It's just about the same exact material. That way, when you're doing apartments, it's not like building a custom built home or flipping a house. Like, you pretty much want to create a template that you can go in, or your team can go in and say, okay, we got a 1-bedroom apartment, we're redoing the kitchen, we're redoing the bathroom. These are the materials that we always order. We know what the price is, we know how much we need, we know how fast we can get it there. And we know what the finished product's going to look like and how durable it is. It took us a little bit of time to create that. We had to do some trial and error, especially with like appliances that we would get in brand new. They already wouldn't work within like 2 weeks. So obviously nixed that, started with a new product. The ones that work, we make sure we save in our template, and that way when we go forward, we can kind of boom bam, get our stuff ordered, get ready. One of the best things that we love to use in the bathrooms and kitchens is this Stainmaster waterproof vinyl tile flooring. If we're not doing just the hardwood looking LVP throughout the whole place, we like to have a little bit of contrast with our LVT. Very thick mill, it's waterproof, it's super durable, fairly cheap, usually able to, get it at a pretty good cost, especially in bulk. But this is stuff we use. It has that marbled texture, so kind of adds a good contrast from the hardwood floors to the bathroom and kitchen, and kind of brightens everything up. And obviously it's waterproof and durable, so that helps a lot. So we're putting this same material in the bathroom and the kitchens in this one. As you can see, I did not carry the vanity up because I'm by myself. I tried to, as strong as I look, but was not able to get that. I'm gonna leave the appliances and the vanities downstairs so the contractors can move those up when they're ready. But we've got our mirror staged, we've got our vanity light, we've got our sink faucet, we've got our bathroom, tub, shower, and then our ceiling fan there, which will go up into the ceiling. So once we get the contractors in later today, they'll rip up this subfloor, put some new subfloor down, and then that stuff will be ready to go on top of it. The tub shower is downstairs as well. So they'll get that put in place, get some new insulation in the floors and the ceiling, and then start to really pick this bathroom section back up. We got our bathroom staged. Now we're onto the kitchen. I carried all this material up, as you can see. You know, we've got kind of a laminate countertop here. It's always important that in these workforce housing type of apartments and value add projects, we are making sure that we're not going too far above and beyond on our materials. So, you know, we don't like to do very bottom of the barrel stuff that's cheap. It's going to break really easy, but we have to keep in mind what we're getting back, or the ROI for the materials that we're putting in. So we like to come in with a nice new, you know, durable countertop. It's light, it's easy to clean, it's easy to replace. If stuff gets broken, we can cut it on site, we can kind of rearrange things. So that's what we do for this. Got our range hood here, same flooring that we talked about in the bathroom. We'll go over this linoleum. All right, so back out at Mountain Ave today. Yesterday we came out and kind of staged some of the material. We finally got it all in, even though it was a little delayed, but kind of put things where they were going to need to go. And then contractors got here today, started working on the bathrooms. We're going to walk through and just make sure they kind of know everything where it needs to go. There's always some troubleshooting with these older buildings like this, stuff that hasn't been updated in quite a while. But you kind of get the ground running on the renovations. One of the biggest things with these value add properties is timing. So if we don't get things on time, then we continue to lose money. We're still paying a mortgage on it, even with vacant rents or vacant units, no rents coming in. So one of the key things is to make sure that we get them turned as quickly as possible. That's why the material order was kind of an issue, it being delayed, because that pushes everything else back behind it. But the materials are in, we got everything staged so we can hit the ground running today. We're going to walk through, make sure there's some stuff that, you know, if we have questions on or need to troubleshoot, they understand what we're doing, what the process is, and then we can get these first 3 apartments done quickly, get some income coming in, and then we'll move on to the 2 bigger projects that are downstairs. So let's go check out things. All right, man, just finished picking up basically a whole bag of trash. Not quite done yet, but I can already hear people saying, is that your job, man? Don't you pay people to do that stuff? The answer is yes, but when you get to a property like this and you're trying to turn it around and there's trash out in the front yard and the grounds haven't been kept and there's units that are vacant and there's maintenance and renovations that need to be had, like, we're out here to set a standard. And hopefully through, you know, me taking the time to kind of look through this, get it done, you know, 20 minutes and property looks 10 times better. But the whole this isn't my job thing does not fly with our company. So even though I'm the owner, one day I'm building AI programs for internal business use. Next day I'm picking up trash outside the, you know, our new multifamily property. So that's the standard that we try and keep. If you see something that's wrong, if whether it's your job or not, go take care of it. And this translates over into happier tenants. When new tenants come in to look at the property, they're going to be more willing to rent it. It's going to decrease our vacancy. It's going to increase our occupancy, which is going to increase our NOI, or our net operating income. And at the end of the day, NOI translates to higher value. So it's better for our investors. I'm willing to take 20 minutes of my day, even though it's not the best use of my time, clean up some trash, make the property look better, and hopefully it adds value in the long run.